My 2 cents, motherfucker.
What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. So, a topic that is really kind of old and yet somewhat relatively new is the side project that Lyte and Ouija have hinted at, the little Rydas. Now, the reason I say this is old is because it was back at the beginning of the year, like January, that Lyte first tweeted about doing Lil Rydas, him and Ouija. And at the time, I thought about doing this video right here, but ended up not doing it because basically the video was going to be a repeat of shit I've already said before in an older video where psychopathic Rydas can still go on and more or less re-chop up the fact that the If We Were a Gang video was what current psychopathic Rydas would look like. So I ended up scrapping the video because I didn't want to repeat myself, for one, and for two, I'd already said it. I mean, what more could I say? It would be a short video of me saying they shouldn't do Lil Rydas, they should do psychopathic Rydas. It's something I've already mentioned before. However, things have changed now because of the Lyte and Ouija seminar at the Gathering of the Juggalos.
I want to clear something up real quick. For everybody who's got this shit fucked up, we respect Dark Lotus. We respect Rydas. We respect the legacy of the shit that came before us. And we're not here to come in later and fuck that shit up and act like it's ours, okay? We're not here to do that. So when you get a Rydas album, it's not going to be a Rydas album. It's going to be me and him paying homage to the shit that made our shit possible. We're not here to fuck up the shit you guys grew up on. We love that shit. We grew up on that shit too. So our Rydas album is not going to be a Rydas album. Our posse shit will not be Dark Lotus. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to ruin some shit that is already amazing, beautiful, glorious, and perfect. 100% right.
So that right there happened, and I was given a whole new perspective on the project, and suddenly I'm for it. I think it's a dope idea. I think it's a great idea, and not only that, but I think it's really, really awesome and respectful. To hear that coming from Ouija actually took my level of respect for him up like this. I may not be a fan of his music, but he's a really cool dude, and saying shit like that, he earned my respect right then and there. I toyed with the idea of going and buying his CD, even though I didn't like it, just to support him in that way, because I was like, damn, dude, like, to hear him say that, just fucking respect, instant like that. So I think it would actually be a great idea, and I think the tribute to them would be awesome. The only thing that I would say for Lyte and Ouija to do, if they're gonna do it, you know, depending on how well they're going to, or you know, how much they're wanting to dive into that whole gimmick, are they going to come up with names? Because I know one of the questions at the seminar was, what would your Ryda names be? And the joke was, you know, we give each other nicknames all the time. So I'm just curious if they would follow that same style, if they would do the rags and everything like that, and actually follow a theme of them being the little Rydas. And the other question I would have then is, do they have connections to find Bullet and Full Clip, possibly even Sawed Off? I know maybe Converse is suddenly available. I know Twin Gats has a possible album coming out titled The Last Ryda. Is there a possibility of getting a feature from Twin Gats? You know, this was a question I should have asked at the seminar, but I didn't. Honestly, I had the idea of doing that, but on the same hand, it was more of a statement than a question. Was, you know, if you guys are going to do this, the only thing I would say is, you gotta get Bullet, you gotta get Full Clip on a feature. But I'd love to see Sawed Off come on there and do something. I'd like to see Converse do something. I'd like to see Twin Gats do something with them. And even better than when Twin Gats does The Last Ryda, I'd like to see a Little Rydas feature from Lyte and Ouija. Whatever their names are going to be, I honestly think they should come up with names. They should stick to that, especially paying homage. I think they should go with that. They should go with the look. They should go with the style, the names, and everything like that. But the last thing I wanted to say about it is you know, it put a whole new perspective for me on the actual concept of it, and to the point of, you know, Lyte and Ouija both say we grew up listening to ICP too. We were juggalos before we became juggalo rapper. You know what I mean. Before we became psychopathic artists. So totally cool, totally awesome concept there as far as the Little Rydas, because now they can take the actual song My Little Rydas and make it into a little project, whether it's an EP or a full-length album. The idea is there. I think it's actually dope. It's really great. I would just love to see Bullet full clip. I'd like to see a possible Twin Gats, Solve Off. Hell, maybe they could reach out and somehow get Converse on that motherfucker. I don't know. I don't know what the possibilities would be for Lil Rydas, but suddenly I'm behind the idea, whereas before I was like, no, why do this when you could just do Rydas? And the fact that they don't want to try to come in and take the spot and be like, you know, yeah, we're Rydas, or even try to smear Dark Lotus for what it is. I thought it was cool, and they've given me a new respect, especially Ouija Mac. I already had respect growing for Lyte, but Ouija Mac, you know, I was kind of like, oh, cool, a new artist, not my cup of tea, but it's cool to get love. He actually took that, and it's like, you know, I support this ninja, even though I don't like his music. I support what he's doing. I'm behind him, and I'm glad he's on the roster now. Anyway, Lil Rydas supposed to be coming out sometime in 2019. That was the bomb dropped also by Ouija Mac.
Are you guys gonna actually drop a Lil Rydas album? Do you really want to know? Yeah. Do you guys want some Lil Rydas?
2019.
And it's fucking fire.
I'm looking forward to it. No idea what it's gonna be. I just really hope they kind of stick to the format, ragged up with names, with aliases. That's how you got to do it. You're going to do Rydas. You're going to pay an homage to Rydas. You got to do it the right way. So leave your thoughts and comments down below. And thank you guys for watching.